Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, an unusual occurrence at the Capitol. A piece of debris falls from the sky, sparking an investigation.
Plus, even after 50 years in business, Al's Pizza experienced a first when they received a handwritten apology note from an angry customer.
And our top story, a murder trial in Caribou begins with opening statements. Your local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us this morning. I have to point this out. We were just discussing it. Emma over here has about 2 water bottles, a coffee, a banana, and a Coca-Cola.
Sometimes you just need some variety to start off your day, Joe.
Welcome back. Well, I am glad that you're here. I've been waiting for you to come back. We've been missing each other for the last couple of days.
I'm glad to be back.
Oh, man, the Coca-Cola and the coffee, I'm like, we are rocking and rolling. We're ready to go today, just after 6 o'clock.
I almost pressed the Diet Coke button, and I was like, no.
No, got to go with the real Coca-Cola today. Well, let's get a first check of that forecast with Devin Biggs. He joins us now.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. With a large supply of ammo and stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. All right, as we do start things off this morning, we do have a small craft advisory that is in effect, though. It's going to be running until about 6 p.m. on Wednesday, with gusty winds that'll be moving in as early as today and later on tonight, though. We'll be watching for wave heights that will get active again as we do move forward. Zooming things out right now, though, we're not too bad out there this morning, though. We watch for maybe a small chance for a few showers in some spots. We'll see all of this tapering off, but this is just the leading edge of our area of low pressure farther down toward the south. It's a mess out there in the ocean this morning. This will all start moving in our direction from the south to the north with chances for showers and some heavy downpours that'll be moving in later on this week. But for today, though, increasing clouds, a general idea, maybe an isolated chance for a shower or a storm near the Bangor area later today and surrounding areas as well. But increasing clouds expected tonight. Small chance of a shower by early in the morning, then better chances throughout the day as we head towards tomorrow. Otherwise, though, the winds really starting to pick up as well, getting up to around 15 to maybe 25 miles per hour gusts in a few spots, with sustained winds at around 5 to 15 miles per hour will be expected. Hourly forecast moving forward, though, partly to mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 80s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Devin, thank you. We begin this morning in Caribou, where a Presque Isle man accused of a double murder was in court Monday. A.J. Douglas has the details.
During Bobby Nightingale's murder trial, opening statements began with the prosecution describing the events of that disturbing night when 2 lifeless bodies were found on State Road in Castle Hill back in 2019.
The wallets on the murdered men revealed their identities. Roger Ellis, age 51, was the driver. Alan Curtis, age 25, was the passenger. They were not far from Roger's home when they were murdered.
Lead defense attorney Vern Parody advised the jury to wait to hear all the facts in the case before making a judgment on his client.
Somebody has been charged with something does not mean that they're guilty, and that the evidence needs to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that that person is guilty. And in this case, I do not believe the state can meet that burden.
Multiple witnesses testified to seeing and hearing gunshots prior to the discovery of both bodies. Maine State Police Major Crime Sergeant Micah Perkins reports police found a shell casing that matched one of the possible firearms used in the Castle Hill shooting in Nightingale's home. Micah Lynn testified that Nightingale Facebook messaged her a picture of the same 4-wheeler found at the crime scene a month prior to the shooting deaths. The defense argues the 4-wheeler from prior Facebook messages has not been confirmed as the ATV involved in the murder investigation. Tuesday, more state witnesses are expected to take the stand. In Caribou, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The fire marshal's office responded to an explosion at 165 Field Point Road in Stonington on Sunday morning. The remains of the homeowner, 71-year-old David Crutcher, were found and transported to the office of the chief medical examiner in Augusta. According to neighbors, Crutcher had owned the property for around 6 years and lived alone. Tim Gibbon, a neighbor of Crutcher, recalled hearing the blast from his home Sunday morning.
And there was this most incredible explosion. It was just like a bomb had gone off. When I got up there were multiple other smaller explosions, I guess gas tanks going off and stuff like that. I mean, it was obviously a total destruction.
Investigators have established that the explosion took place before the fire. The official cause of the fire is still under investigation, but there is no evidence of foul play at this time.
Rockland police are continuing to investigate multiple acts of vandalism. Police say they have been notified of at least 5 properties that were tagged with graffiti, including children's playground equipment. The incidents happened on Adamantum Ave, North Main Street, and Harbor Park between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. on August 12th. They say they have one suspect has been identified. They're asking anyone with information to contact them at 594-0316.
Police seized evidence in connection to an armed robbery in Fairfield that happened on Friday. At around 12:30 yesterday afternoon, officers with the Skowhegan and Waterville Police Departments, Somerset County Sheriff's Office, and Maine DEA and State Police simultaneously served search warrants on 2 apartments at 33 West Front Street in Skowhegan. Evidence was seized during these searches, which were part of an investigation into the armed robbery at the Fairfield Center Circle K on Friday. The investigation remains ongoing.
In other news, an investigation is underway after a piece of aircraft debris fell from the sky in Augusta, narrowly missing a Capitol Police screener. According to Chief Matthew Clancy with the Maine Department of Public Safety, a large metal object crashed into the ground just outside the Maine State Capitol building on Friday afternoon at around 12:30. The sleeve-like object landed roughly 6 feet from Capitol Police screener Craig Donahue, who was walking outside the entrance. 2 other people were nearby when the object crashed into the ground, but luckily no one was hurt. Capitol Police immediately notified the Augusta State Airport and the Federal Aviation Administration, which sent awareness notifications to flights that were over the Capitol at that time. Now, the FAA has launched an investigation to determine the source of the part, which they say is likely from a large airliner on an international route.
The time is now 6:07. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, college students are preparing to head back to school, and Husson University is boosting its online course offerings.
But first, here's a quick look at your forecast. Back in the low 80s today, partially cloudy skies. A good Tuesday for us with some sunshine. Tonight, those temperatures drop down to 60, and that rain is moving in tomorrow. Will be coming in around midnight tonight and into the morning, and you'll only see a high of 67 for your Wednesday.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
The signs of summer are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And a day at the lake brings the family together. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort, serving northern Maine to Portland. Choose from Daikin, Fujitsu, or Mitsubishi heat pumps, and you'll be ready for whatever summer brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
What's the least sexy thing your wife has ever worn in the bedroom?
Granny panties, Steve.
Don't miss Family Feud.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
Did you leave your 1-year-old unattended?
For very short amounts of time.
I don't believe that for a second.
You should be reported. You don't leave a 1-year-old unattended.
It's untrue, Your Honor.
It rings true to me.
Hot Bench.
Monday at 3 on ABC 7.
Maine Senator Susan Collins has issued a statement in regards to the Intelligence Committee's request for information of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. On Sunday, Florida Republican Marco Rubio and Virginia Democrat Mark Warner sent a private letter to the Director of National Intelligence, Avril Haines, and Attorney General Merrick Garland in regards to the FBI's search of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home last week. Senator Collins released a statement following that letter, saying in part, quote, "The American people deserve a full accounting of the extraordinary action taken by the FBI last week. I am encouraged that following consultation with Senate Intelligence Committee members, Chairman Warner and Vice Chairman Rubio have requested critical information related to the FBI's search of former President Trump's residence. It's imperative that the committee receive all classified documents found during the search, as well as the FBI affidavit, which would describe in detail any justification for the search."
As students are getting ready to head back to school in the next few weeks, Husson University is offering some new online courses and certifications for its students. Matthew Jaronczyk has the details.
As the month of August comes to a close, college students are beginning to pack their bags, preparing to head back to school. While most things at Husson University will remain the same, its online program will be featuring new courses with the goal of boosting online student enrollment.
We are expanding our enrollment throughout Maine and New England and beyond, and making sure that even people that are in different time zones or outside of the state get the same very student-centric, friendly support that they would get if they were here on the Bangor campus.
Starting this semester, students will have the chance to earn a certificate in animal-assisted therapy as well as diversity, equity, and inclusion. The animal-assisted therapy course teaches students about the importance and benefits of human-animal relationships, while diversity, equity, and inclusion provides current and future professionals techniques to ensure what is addressed within any organization.
These certificates allow you to understand some of the issues around things like insurance or different types of therapy, what practices might be appropriate.
Husson's online program will also be introducing a bachelor's degree in marketing and professional communications, something Arnett is excited for students to explore.
The bachelor's in marketing will really focus on contemporary ways to market, and so really understanding social media, understanding graphic design. Professional communications is more around how to communicate to different audiences. So there will be a focus on writing, but it also talks about how to communicate through other forms of media as well.
Any student who signs up before the beginning of next month will receive $500 off their first course. Arnett says that taking these courses is worth every dollar.
Instructors are highly experienced, very present in those classes, and we intentionally build out every 7-week asynchronous class over a 20-week process as well to make sure that they're experiential and meet those learning outcomes, are engaging, and they build community.
Reporting from Bangor, Matthew Jaronczyk, ABC7 and Fox 22.
And the time is now 6:13. Coming up after the break, it's happening. The gas prices are finally dropping down after last week's decline, 20 cents a gallon. We'll see if that trend will continue.
Plus, all eyes are on President Biden today as he plans to sign into law the Inflation Reduction Act. We'll be right back.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Machias, is sponsored by Living Innovations. Be part of the Living Innovations workforce and be part of a caring community with purpose. Learn more at livinginnovations.com. Barren View Golf Course is a great treat for golfers of all skill levels. A 9-hole par 35 course open 7 days a week. No tee times needed. And Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer with 29 locations, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
This week,
we are paying it forward.
Celebrating Black Business Month, supporting 3 amazing small businesses with a GMA boost.
3 inspiring mornings filled with strength, help, and lots of love.
Good morning, America!
You want to feel important, to be a part of something bigger. something that matters and can help change things.
We know. We felt that way too.
And that's why we joined the Army National Guard. Take on your legacy.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Governor Mills has announced 2 new initiatives to preserve Acadian history in Maine. A statement from the governor's office says the first is a new partnership between the Acadian Archives and the Maine State Library. It will support ongoing efforts to digitize and provide access to special collections and information to the history, folklore, and folk life of the St. John Valley. The second is a digitization project involving approximately 100,000 pages of historical French language newspapers from communities around the state.
Gas prices in Maine keep falling. They're still higher than the national average, but dropped about 20 cents a gallon over the last week. As Owen Kingsley explains, drivers have a whole range of emotions when it comes to price at the pump, but all hope it keeps going down.
It cost me $80 to fill my car a week, and I barely go anywhere.
Gas prices were around $5 a gallon to kick off our summer in Maine. Dylan Laban returned home from his year away at Maine Maritime Academy and was faced with sticker shock.
When I left, it was definitely much lower than this, and it's quite a shock to see it come back this high.
But prices have dropped significantly. In Maine, the average is $4.27 a gallon, down 70 cents since the start of June.
That's been huge. As a matter of fact, I was just noticing my gas, I think, was only $6. Normally it's about $80. So, the $14, yeah, you notice that each time you're at the pump.
While relief with gas prices is clearly here, every Mainer has a story about how it has affected their summer plans.
So we've wanted to go, further away and do more stuff, but we kind of been picking and choosing 1 or 2 instead of maybe more traveling than we would have liked to do.
I spend roughly $20 a day in gas now.
Yes, it has.
Nuriz Baez planned to travel across the country this summer and didn't let the gas prices get in her way. She actually bought a more fuel-efficient car to do it.
I will fill this one up with $40 compared to filling up my minivan with $60, $65.
AAA expects more drivers in Maine to pick up as gas prices trend down.
Right now, they are still driving less, combining errands, and making some other changes to their lifestyles and habits.
The time is now 6:17.
And let's bring in meteorologist Devin Biggs. He has the latest forecast for us.
Good morning, Devin.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. With a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. Already, small craft advisory up along the coast until 6 p.m. on Wednesday, and this is because we have an area of low pressure that will be moving in. We're seeing some rain showers in a few spots from the southwest going toward the north and east this morning. This causing us a few clouds at this point. We'll be under a partly cloudy sky today, but increasing clouds expected with a small chance for a shower or storm this afternoon. This area of low pressure here is going to be lifting off towards the north. This will give us plenty of chances for rain coming up as early as tomorrow, though, and some beneficial rain that will be on the way as well. We do need the rain. Very kind of calm out there, and it's kind of creepy when you look at this. So wave heights are only at around a foot at this point, so it's kind of the calm before the storm, so to say, before that area of low pressure begins to move in, as we'll watch for gusty winds up to around 15 miles per hour today. Then calming down a little bit later on tonight. Then things get interesting again for the daytime tomorrow with some gusty winds reaching up to about 20 to even 25 miles per hour in just a few spots. Our average high is 80 degrees. We'll be up and down. Lower 80s on the way today, upper 60s by Wednesday. With the rain, I'll be moving in with lower 70s Thursday, upper 70s by your Friday. With lower to middle 80s, a nice warm up on the way just in time for the weekend. And dew points will be on the rise just a little bit, though, with dew points that will be reaching for the lower 60s as we head towards Wednesday and parts of Thursday. Then falling back by Friday and just in time for the weekend into more comfortable territory. Already, UV index forecast for today will be at a 6 as considered high, so a burn time of around 30 minutes. So hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, shade will be necessary as you do head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. So for today, though, under a partly cloudy sky, not too bad. There may be a small chance for a shower or storm in a few spots. Otherwise, increasing clouds will be expected with more rain on the way, especially as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. We do need the rain, too. We've been dry around here, though, and up to an inch of rain possible in many areas before we're all finished up. So this is definitely some welcome news for many areas across the state. So your forecast for today, lower 80s, partly cloudy, a slight chance for a shower or storm with that east wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 60 degrees, mostly cloudy, a small chance for rain. Northwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. Rain likely on Wednesday, windy as well, highs in the upper 60s. Lower 70s by Thursday with a chance for rain as well. Drying out by Friday, partly cloudy, highs in the upper 70s. Middle 80s Saturday with a mostly sunny sky.
How much does it cost you to use an ATM? How does $0 sound? Get cash and forget the surcharge fees with Maine Credit Union's Surf ATM network. Find over 250 surcharge-free ATMs at mainecreditunions.org.
Dine on the deck with a delicious view at the Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub, now open. Experience outdoor dining at its finest 7 days a week with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Dining on the deck at Ryan's Pub is an unforgettable culinary experience you'll want to share with your family, friends, business partners, or that special someone. Your next visit to the Lucerne Inn will feel like the first all over again.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
From gourmet wraps to cappuccinos and espresso, come experience the difference local makes. Basic or exotic with more than 100 different cuts of meat and 40 cafe drinks. Outside seating, live music events, the newest It spot is right in the heart of Maine.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
If you've been injured and think you can't afford a lawyer, think again. There's absolutely no fee unless we win money for you.
I called the twos after I was hurt by a drunk driver. It was free for Lowry and Associates to get started on my case. They got my hospital and surgery bills paid for and got me $250,000.
I'm Jim with Lowry and Associates. Call the twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
Finding a surcharge-free ATM just got easier. Maine Credit Unions have the largest surcharge-free ATM network in Maine with over 250 locations. Save money today. Surf ATMs at mainecreditunions.org.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
President Biden has been on a family vacation over the last week, but tomorrow he'll be back to work, and all eyes will be on him as he plans to sign into the law the Inflation Reduction Act. Democrats hope this will give them a big push headed into the midterms. Republicans, meantime, are doing everything they can to push back. Fox's Lauren Blanchard has more from Washington.
I'm enjoying it a great deal. On the phone a lot of good news reports. Thank you.
President Biden will take a break from vacation Tuesday to take the first lap of what will be a marathon victory tour on a major piece of legislation by signing the Inflation Reduction Act into law.
This is something that President Biden campaigned on. He stood up to the special interests and got it done.
The latest Fox News poll shows an even split among voters' preferences for Democrats or Republicans in Congress, erasing the 7-point advantage Republicans had in the spring. With now just months to go before the midterm elections, the upcoming hard sales pitch on the Inflation Reduction Act by the president, members of the cabinet, and allies on the Hill is meant to convince voters that Democrats should keep Congress.
I think that they needed to yell this a little bit earlier. They needed to talk about this a little bit earlier. Whether it will make a difference in November remains to be seen.
Republicans, hoping to flip Congress in November, say they will also highlight the plan and the ways they say it will make economic hardships worse.
From the Northeast to the South to Middle America, no matter where you go, the biggest challenges everybody's facing is inflation.
The coming weeks for the administration will be about crisscrossing America to promote the Inflation Reduction Act, including a major celebration at the White House on September 6th. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
The Red Cross urging nations to resume sending aid to Afghanistan despite their feelings about the Taliban, who celebrated a year in power on Monday. Red Cross Director Robert Mardini says the humanitarian crisis there is, quote, unbearable. The organization is providing food, water, and medical care. The Red Cross is even providing financial support to over 30 hospitals to keep them operational, paying staff salaries, providing fuel for ambulances, and feeding patients.
Humanitarian organizations alone cannot replace public institutions of a country of 40 million people. So we really urge states and development agencies to return to Afghanistan, to support Afghans who continue to bear the brunt of economic turmoil, drought, and the fallout of decades of conflict.
More than half the country is facing rising poverty, drought, and malnutrition as violence escalates.
The issue of abortion rights playing out in state legislatures, in the courts, and in referendums, on the ballot and following the fall of Roe v. Wade. Despite polls showing the majority of Americans believe abortion should be legal, several states are launching their own efforts to define if and when a woman can have an abortion. ABC's M. Nguyen has more in this Your Voice, Your Vote report from Washington.
The battle over abortion rights will likely influence the midterm elections. At least 15 states have ceased nearly all abortion services.
We pray that the life of the unborn be preserved and protected.
Indiana lawmakers were the first in the nation to pass a bill restricting access to abortion since the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. Republican Governor Eric Holcomb quickly signed it into law.
That has tended to be more pushback against those kind of initiatives, those kind of bills, than about something that tries to strike something of a middle ground.
That was a loss for abortion rights advocates, but they've also had a few wins. A state judge in Wyoming blocked the trigger ban because it was too unclear. The Supreme Court in Montana temporarily stopped further abortion restrictions, including a law that would have banned the procedure after 20 weeks of pregnancy. And in the first state to give the public a chance to weigh in on abortion rights through a referendum, Kansas overwhelmingly voted to protect a woman's right to choose. Women from other states flocking there for reproductive care.
It's just really disheartening that I can't do something like this in my hometown, that I have to travel, that I'm not trusted to make decisions for my own body, especially ones that, me and my husband make together.
The Justice Department is getting involved, filing a lawsuit against the state of Idaho seeking to block a law that would make it a felony for doctors to perform abortions. Attorney General Merrick Garland saying despite the law providing an exception to prevent a woman's death,
it includes no exception for cases in which the abortion is necessary to prevent serious jeopardy to the woman's health.
Looking ahead to November, abortion measures will be on the ballot in at least 4 other states: California, Kentucky, Montana, and Vermont. Michigan may also add a ballot initiative.
Democrats think if this can happen in Kansas, it can happen anywhere. The country is generally in favor of some access to abortion. It does not feel like abortion should be banned across the board.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, a longtime customer of a pizza place in Skowhegan recently provided them with an apology over what she described as her own regrettable behavior.
Plus, the annual New Balance sale in Skowhegan has changed the extent of their schedule. This and more local news as Good Morning Maine continues.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including money added back to your Social Security check. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card, money for over-the-counter items, and money back in your Social Security check each month, and so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-877-282-3827 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including up to $840 each year added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will give you the details you need to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-877-282-3827. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-877-282-3827. WellCare. Call today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It's Taco Tuesday, August 16th of 2022. So far, so good. We'll check the forecast in a moment. Sports Illustrated came out 68 years ago today, and the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, died 45 years ago today at the age of 42.
Singer Madonna is 64, actor Steve Carell is 60, and today is True Love is Forever Day, and it's National Tell a Joke Day. I like that. You can tell a joke to the love of your life, or you can just tell jokes to get by on not having a love of your life forever.
Do you think that those were made specifically for
Yes,
each? Okay,
absolutely.
all right.
There's something for everyone.
Yes, there's. That is hilarious.
Just keep telling jokes.
Tell a joke. And, oh man, that's tough though. Putting those two together, that is a tough one. I was trying to think of jokes to say this morning too, and I was like, nothing's really coming up that's like that you haven't heard.
Well, you have
already.
the other one, so
Yeah,
you're good.
yeah, but yeah, I know, right? Oh God, yeah. Could you imagine? Oh man, we are not condoning that whatsoever. If you're gonna say, true love is forever, then true love is forever.
What are we not condoning?
There's separate
joking?
holidays today. There's
Right.
no joke and true love that goes together.
Right. Well, I mean, telling jokes.
Telling jokes.
True
yes.
love involves a lot of
Oh yeah, you have to be able to joke.
Your senses of humor should usually align.
Or be the complete opposite, and you love it about each other.
Right. Inspiration.
Well, let's turn it over to Devin Biggs. He has another checkup for your Tuesday morning forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. With a large supply of ammo and stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. Alrighty, as we do start things off this morning, we do have a small craft advisory that is in effect, though. It's going to be running until about 6 p.m. on Wednesday, with gusty winds that'll be moving in as early as today and later on tonight, though. We'll be watching for wave heights that will get active again as we do move forward. Zooming things out right now, though, we're not too bad out there this morning, though. We watch for maybe a small chance for a few showers in some spots. We'll see all this tapering off, but this is just the leading edge of our area of low pressure farther down toward the south. It's a mess out there in the ocean this morning. This will all start moving in our direction from the south to the north with chances for showers and some heavy downpours that'll be moving in later on this week. But for today, though, increasing clouds, a general idea, maybe an isolated chance for a shower or a storm near the Bangor area later today and surrounding areas as well. The increasing clouds expected tonight. Small chance of a shower by early in the morning, then better chances throughout the day as we head towards tomorrow. Otherwise, though, the wind's really starting to pick up as well, getting up to around 15 to maybe 25 miles per hour gusts in a few spots, with sustained winds at around 5 to 15 miles per hour will be expected. Hourly forecast moving forward, though, partly to mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 80s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Mr. Biggs.
A 90-year-old veteran has created a hand-carved legacy for future generations. A dedication was held over the weekend for a wooden eagle carved by Navy veteran George Gunning and painted by his wife, Donna, both of Windsor. It was dedicated to Morrill Worcester and all of those who carry out the work of Wreaths Across America. The organization's mission is to remember the fallen, honor those that serve, and teach the next generation the value of freedom.
Over the last 15 years, the Gunnings have made more than 4,000 hand-carved and painted wooden eagle-headed canes. To donate to Maine veterans, they say they were moved to create the larger eagle sculpture after learning more about Wreaths Across America program and the impact it has had on veterans and families across the country. The eagle dedication was part of the organization's annual Stem to Stone event in Down East Maine. The New Balance tent sale is an annual tradition in Skowhegan. For more than 25 years, New Balance, which has a factory in Skowhegan, has held a tent sale at the same time as the Skowhegan State Fair. However, this year, the company is extending the sale from now until Labor Day.
Shoppers can buy the brand named footwear at discounted prices under the tent.
We come every year to the tent sale. have for years.
Yeah, and then just depends on what we find. If it's a good deal, then snag them all.
Yeah.
All New Balance shoes are buy one pair, get the second pair half price, and 40% off all apparel and accessories. Customers can stop by the tent sale Monday through Saturday, 10 until 6, and Sundays, 10 until 5.
I want those lime green ones. We'll go half off. You get the orange ones, I get the green ones. I don't want... You want the green ones?
We're traffic
cones.
Yes.
Traffic cone twins. Yeah, we'll really be making an impact
Maybe some
walking
pink
around
or
with those.
purple.
Okay, all right. We're gonna get the most absurd color.
Okay, as neon. Yes, we'll compromise there. Al's Pizza in Skowhegan has been in business for over 50 years, and in that amount of time, its customer base has grown tremendously.
However, one unhappy customer voiced her frustration over the wait time for her food recently, and later had a change of heart over her less than appetizing behavior.
Jody Hersey shares more.
We always come to Al's. We never have been disappointed ever. It's always wonderful.
Al's Pizza is very well known in the Skowhegan area. It's been serving up delicious food for over 50 years. And last week, the owners experienced a first when they received a handwritten apology note from an angry customer.
I was going to eat off the road.
Al's Pizza manager Brian Bollier says it all began during a busy weekday shift when the young customer's hungry belly and tired body hit a plateau.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a hangry customer last week. They came in and they thought that we could work a little faster, a little harder, and we do our best. Well, we always do our best, but that particular day, this little person was a little upset with how things were going.
Instead of dwelling on it, the staff at Al's Pizza did what they do best, worked hard, and prepared every order that came in the shortest amount of time. To management's surprise, that same customer had a change of heart just a few days later and shared her remorse with the staff.
I got a phone call from Mom, and she said that they wrote a letter and they wanted to apologize for their actions. So the mom asked if that was okay. We certainly said, of course, not necessary, but we will gladly take that.
Yeah, no, we really thought that was cute and a great example of good parenting, we felt like, too, to hold that child accountable for having a little rough spell.
The employees at Al's Pizza hope the young customer's actions are a reminder to us all that it's okay to admit when we are wrong.
A little bit of kindness and compassion goes a long way, and I think a lot of people can learn a little bit from this little person.
In Skowhegan, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Still to come here this morning, local high school football teams are already gearing up for their upcoming seasons. Tyler Cruz and Dave Peck will have the details when we return.
Before we go, here's a quick look at your forecast. Temperatures outside are a little chilly this morning. They'll warm up to a high of 82. A little bit of cloud coverage out there. You'll see a lot of sunshine. Tonight, those temperatures drop down to 60 degrees. And it's going to stay that way because tomorrow we're dropping all the way down to the mid to upper 60s with rain in the forecast.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Start with our award-winning country style. It's delicious on its own, or like this. That. Even, sure. Plus, it's got more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. Then there's Hood's flavors. We expertly blend in real fruit or savory herbs for an unbeatable taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese. Hood cottage cheese. Always good, always Hood.
Established in 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful gifts for almost 100 years. Whatever the occasion, our premium collection of colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets have warmed hearts for generations. We strongly support the Buy Local movement, purchasing directly from local farms and growers, and we are committed to the preservation of our environment. Bangor Floral, located at 332 Harlow Street. Stop in today to experience a flower shop like no other.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Machias, is sponsored by Center Street Congregational Church. Invites you to come and enjoy the best festival in Down East Maine. Loads of fun for the entire family. Visit Washington Academy at the Wild Blueberry Festival to learn more about customized high school education. Uniquely you, uniquely WA. And University of Maine Early College. Tuition-free online fall courses for high school students. umaine.edu/early college.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
Good morning, everyone. Well, it's officially high school sports season with fall teams holding their first practices of the year on Monday. Tyler Cruz was up in Dover Foxcroft on Monday morning to catch up with the defending state champion Ponies.
Football is back. Monday marks the very first day of the 2022 high school football season in Maine. And at Foxcroft Academy, it's the Ponies' first day defending their 2021 state championship.
There's butterflies. I mean, I didn't sleep very good last night, and I'm not sure how they slept either. But, you know, getting back into it for the first time has that excitement around it.
Last year was exciting. This year is going to be even more exciting, and we're going to leave history.
Even with last year's perfect season, capped off by a state title, the Ponies are forgetting about all that and building up again from ground zero.
We've got to be humble with everything that we do and understand that 21's over. 22 for us is a whole new slate. We've got a new group and a new identity to form.
We just have to tell ourselves every day that, like, last year's not this year, and we just have to come back with high energy.
As with every program in the early fall, they've got some holes to fill, losing some key guys from that 2021 run, but they're confident those new pieces will slide in just fine.
We got a lot of new guys this year, and it's going to be tough filling some positions, but we have the guys to do it.
They're also returning 4 of their 5 starting offensive linemen, which is going to be huge in bringing along a new quarterback as well as some other pieces in the offense.
It gives our quarterback the confidence that he needs to be able to make plays, and it gives our new ball carriers a chance to really run behind some guys that have done it before.
Now, while they didn't have an official first practice until this week, a lot of the guys started to prepare for this moment months ago.
A lot of us started as soon as football ended. Yes, we had basketball and other sports, but a lot of us put work in all off-season in the weight room.
I wouldn't want to be seeing these guys for the first time since school got out today. So it's very important what we do in the off-season together is like a building block towards the preseason.
In Dover Foxcroft, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
All right, thank you, Tyler. So it's only fitting that Foxcroft's first game of the season comes against Winthrop. Should be a great matchup building off of last year's, I guess you could call it, a rivalry. Will continue to get you up to speed on high school teams throughout the area as the regular season fast approaches. For now, let's talk some Patriots as they inch closer to their season opener. The Pats returned to practice on Monday, and Bill Belichick called this a big week. The Carolina Panthers will be in town for joint sessions on both Tuesday and Wednesday, leading up to Friday night's second preseason matchup. These are really the most valuable practices of camp, arguably even more so than the games. The starters get a ton of reps against different looks, different players, generally more than even they would in a preseason game, and the level of competition is equally as high.
You know, more chances to get better, more ways to improve, and more things you can find that you need to work on. So, practices are, I mean, in the end, you know, the games have a lot of value too because of the, you know, it's a game and it's structured differently, but there's certainly a lot to be gained in practice.
So the Pats will have just 2 more practices open to the media before closing their doors for the rest of camp. One team that isn't closing their doors, though, is Maine football, because next Wednesday, August 24th, the Black Bears will once again hold their annual Meet the Black Bears night at Alphon Stadium. The event begins at 6 p.m. in Orono, where kids can attend a free on-field clinic with members of Maine football. After the camp, fans will get the chance to meet players and coaches, get autographs, eat pizza, and stick around to watch Minions: The Rise of Gru on the stadium's video board. You can register for the event on goblackbears.com. Just a spectacular night. I remember last year it was Luca, the new Pixar film that was aired, and it was just great to see not only the players out there running drills, but the kids communicating with them, signing autographs, just so much excitement as they work towards that September 3rd start of the season. We will, of course, have coverage of the Black Bears as they continue through training camp up until then. But for now, in case you missed it, the Cal Ripken World Series concluded over the weekend, and for the first time ever, a Maine team has captured the title. Oxford's Andy Valley defeated Weymouth, Massachusetts 12-4 on Saturday to win the 12U crown. The team started the tournament with a 2-1 loss to Weymouth, but then rattled off 6 straight wins before avenging the opener in the championship game. As for the other Maine-based teams, Ararat finished the tournament 5-2, falling to Weymouth in the playoffs. Noble owned a 5-2 overall record as well, ending with a loss to Vermont, while Waterville went 0-6 over the course of the week. So congratulations again to Andy Valley. That's all for sports. We'll be right back on the break.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Why do thousands of customers take the drive to Newport for all their shoes? Because Comfort Shoes and More has the styles you want, and they also have trained podorthists on staff to help you with all your footwear and arch support issues. We provide free foot evaluations by people who care about fitting you with the most comfortable shoes you will ever own. We have shoes in stock up to 6C and size 17, from safety shoes and boots, running, walking, casual, or dress. We have it all at Comfort Shoes and More, 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport, across from Irving.
Hey Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you could have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
And with Tuesday's business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
The Nasdaq closed up 6% Monday, the Dow up 0.5%, and the S&P gained 0.4%. Stock markets overseas also rose overnight. Walmart is striking a deal with Paramount to offer its streaming service to subscribers of the Walmart shipping service. Starting next month, subscribers to Walmart Plus will also get access to Paramount Plus as well. Thousands of pouches of Capri Sun are being recalled by Kraft Heinz. Some of the wild cherry-flavored juice blend may have been accidentally mixed with a cleaning solution. The affected pouches have a best used by date of June 25, 2023. And eating out costs more than cooking, but not by much. The Labor Department says while consumer prices at grocery stores jumped more than 13% in July, restaurant prices were up about 7.5%. Some restaurant chains are saying their prices are of better value. I'm Leo Jonathan with Tuesday's Business on ABC 7.
The ASPCA says over 6 million dogs and cats are put in shelters every year, and hundreds of thousands of them don't make it out alive. Many shelters around the nation are reporting crowded kennels, and they're asking for the public's help. Fox's Austin Westfall is in Charlotte, North Carolina, where the local center is putting down more animals than usual.
Like many industries right now, animal shelters say that staffing shortages are one of their biggest issues, and when those shelters don't have the help that they need, it can be bad news for hopeful pets.
You're not providing the service that you used to be able to provide. And in our terms, that means getting animals out of the shelter alive.
Julie Castle runs Best Friends Animal Society, an organization that keeps track of euthanization data across the U.S. With fewer staff, she says shelters are sometimes open for fewer hours.
So that leaves less opportunity for the animals to come out alive. We're seeing shelters doing less events.
It's been a particularly tough summer at Charlotte Animal Care and Control, where euthanizations are 40% higher than last summer. Melissa Nicely has been here for 15 years, and she says this is the worst that she's seen it.
During the month of June, if you averaged it all out, it would probably be about 3 to 4 dogs a day.
When shelters don't have enough staff, it means fewer resources can go to dogs with medical or behavioral issues.
We have had to make some decisions that some may call for space, but it wasn't just merely space. We had to actually take the behavior into consideration too.
Best Friends Animal Society is primarily focusing on improving conditions in 5 states. Those are California, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, and Alabama. Those states make up 31% of the U.S. population, yet account for half of all shelter killings, according to the society.
Maybe they have a a lot of different shelters that don't have the access to the resources or the community population to really help them.
Even if you can't adopt a pet right now, many shelters say that right now you can volunteer or you can foster a dog temporarily, and that will help them out quite a bit. In Charlotte, Austin Westfall, Fox News.
Obesity is on the rise in children, and the pandemic only worsened the issue. But now an organization is taking steps to combat this. With more, here's ABC News' Ika Jachi.
Millions of kids stayed inside for months during the pandemic, gaming and watching TV, YouTube, and TikTok with limited opportunities to safely exercise. In hopes to combat these trends, the CDC celebrated National PE and Sports Week to honor the physical education teachers who work to make exercise accessible for America's children. The CDC recommends 60 minutes per day of exercise, and kids need 3 types: aerobic exercise, enough to bring your heart rate up, muscle strengthening exercises like weightlifting, and bone strengthening exercises like walking and yoga. During National PE and Sports Week, the CDC asked teachers to share their experiences trying to make exercise accessible to kids. If your child is struggling to get enough exercise, talk to your pediatrician or check out the CDC Healthy Schools website for advice on physical activity before and after school. With this Medical Minute, I'm Ika Jachi.
And now here's meteorologist Devin Biggs with one final look at our forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. With a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. Already, small credit advisory up along the coast until 6 p.m. on Wednesday, and this is because we have an area of low pressure that will be moving in. We're seeing some rain showers in a few spots from the southwest going toward the north and east this morning. This causing us a few clouds at this point. We'll be under a partly cloudy sky today, but increasing clouds expected with a small chance for a shower or storm this afternoon. This area of low pressure here is going to be lifting off towards the north. This will give us plenty of chances for rain coming up as early as tomorrow, though, and some beneficial rain that will be on the way as well. We do need the rain. Very kind of calm out there, and it's kind of creepy when you look at this. So wave heights are only at around a foot at this point, so it's kind of the calm before the storm, so to say, before that area of low pressure begins to move in, as we'll watch for gusty winds up to around 15 miles per hour today. Then calming down a little bit later on tonight. Then things get interesting again for the daytime tomorrow with some gusty winds reaching up to about 20 to even 25 miles per hour in just a few spots. Our average high is 80 degrees. We'll be up and down. Lower 80s on the way today, upper 60s by Wednesday. With the rain, I'll be moving in with lower 70s Thursday, upper 70s by your Friday. With lower to middle 80s, a nice warm-up on the way just in time for the weekend. And dew points will be on the rise just a little bit, though, with dew points that will be reaching for the lower 60s as we head towards Wednesday and parts of Thursday. Then falling back by Friday and just in time for the weekend into more comfortable territory. Already, UV index forecast for today will be at a 6 as considered high, so a burn time of around 30 minutes. So hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, shade will be necessary as you do head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. So for today, though, under a partly cloudy sky, not too bad. There may be a small chance for a shower or storm in a few spots. Otherwise, increasing clouds will be expected with more rain on the way, especially as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. We do need the rain, too. We've been dry around here, though, and up to an inch of rain possible in many areas before we're all finished up. So this is definitely some welcome news for many areas across the state. So your forecast for today, lower 80s, partly cloudy, a slight chance for a shower or storm with that east wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 60 degrees, mostly cloudy, a small chance for rain. Northwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. Rain likely on Wednesday, windy as well, highs in the upper 60s. Lower 70s by Thursday with a chance for rain as well. Drying out by Friday, partly cloudy, highs in the upper 70s. Middle 80s Saturday with a mostly sunny sky.
From a humble horse and buggy beginning over 100 years ago to a fleet of modern deluxe motor coaches today, Sear North Star Tours wants to take you places. In Maine, throughout the United States, and abroad, we offer tours and day trips to suit everyone's interests and passions. Cherry blossoms in the spring, Prince Edward Island in the summer, trips to the city, trips to the shore, culture, history, music, and more. Sear North Star Tours. Where can we take you?
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
Hi, my name is Terry Smith, or Dr. T. I'm president of New England Bible College and Seminary. We're located in Bangor and South Portland. We prepare people for God's call on their lives. We want them to know Jesus. We believe he's more than a man, because that would make him just a liar or a lunatic. We believe he is God. So if you want more information, give us a call at 947-1665 or visit us at nebc.edu.
You want to learn more about God, about the Bible, this is a good opportunity for you to come and learn. God bless you.
When Katahdin Cruises and Moosehead Marine Museum want to know the local forecast, they log into foxbangor.com. Take a step back in time and experience Moosehead Lake from a unique viewpoint. Book your cruise now on the Steamboat Katahdin, online or at the ticket office the day of the cruise.
You got this, Janine.
I don't believe that she does.
Oh,
and she's down. I'm okay. No, I'm okay.
Have you ever come home after a long day, opened the fridge, and couldn't find anything you wanted to make? I know I have. On those nights, I often grab a few eggs and get creative with whatever else I find. Now, if you're not sure how fresh your eggs are, here's a trick. Fill a bowl with cold water and place your eggs in it. If they sink to the bottom and lay on their side, they're fresh. If they stand on one end at the bottom of the bowl, they might be a few weeks old, but they're still good. And if they float to the top, they're history. So let me show you what I made the other night. I began by sautéing some spinach in a little olive oil, just until it wilted. To that, I added some eggs that I beat together with some oregano, onion powder, and a little salt and pepper. Once it started to set up, I added in a chunked up tomato and some feta cheese that I almost forgot I had. After scrambling everything together, I ended up with a Greek feast that was amazing. The eggs were nice and fluffy, the veggies made it super colorful, and the feta added just the right amount of tang. So the next time you don't know what to make, keep this spinach feta scramble in mind. And as always, the recipe is online. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an exceptionally tasty way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Fox's long-running cartoon comedy, The Simpsons, will soon explain how they accurately predict global events. Series writer and executive producer Matt Selman says an upcoming episode will explain how the show predicts future events. Selma says the episode will be a crazy but a fun explainer of their process.
The iconic series is getting ready for its season 34. It's predicted 9/11 attacks, Donald Trump becoming president, the COVID-19 pandemic, and 3 Super Bowl winners.
That is so cool. Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
And the second hour of Good Morning Maine is next up on Fox 22.
Are you eligible for Medicare? Joe Montana is, and he enrolled in a WellCare Medicare Advantage plan. He knows about coverage, and WellCare provides the extra benefits he wants.
Hi, I'm Joe Montana. When you get to be 65, you have little patience for nonsense and inefficiency. That's why when I qualified for Medicare, I went with WellCare.
Take it from Joe. As a WellCare member, you get a $0 or low monthly plan premium on your medical coverage and prescription drugs with $0 generics. And that's not all.
Plus, a flex card to pay for extra dental, vision, and hearing expenses, an over-the-counter allowance, and even give-back plans that put money back into your Social Security check every month.
Call us at 1-866-636-7403. We'll send you our free Medicare all-in-one guide with everything you need to know about Medicare.